Your referee, Jake Clemens.
Joe Dombrowski just leaves, and I take over, and I'm glad he's gone. But we have another matchup here. Where the heck did he go? Anyway, we obviously, as you saw, we now have a second referee at ringside, probably from what we saw earlier.
Weighing at 165 pounds, wrestling out of Ogden Launch, Iowa, representing the culmination, the new age plague, Gory.
Well, Gory not too happy with Pedro DeLuca being in the way. Gory, not normally a happy individual, an angry individual, a man that focuses more on violence, a man that focuses more on bringing pain to the individual. As we see Pedro very, very timid. Smart move on his part, I might add.
Sorry for that interruption, Mr. Steele, but after what Atticus Cogar had done in the first round, I didn't want any more opportunities to be taken away from deserving talent. I didn't want Gory to have a clear path to the finals, although you could see Sonny Vice heavily favoring the neck as a result of what the amazing Nate Matson did earlier. And again, you got to believe that was a message from Nate Matson directly to Ace Perry, who he meets in this building in a month.
Well, I was going to say there's a clear distinctive advantage for Gory going into this match, but we just see it right there. Obviously attacking the neck and giving it to Sonny Vice. Now, we've said before, Sonny Vice always gives it, never gives up, full of heart, but he's going in there against Gory. Speaking of full of heart, Sonny Vice may be full of heart, but I don't know if Gory even has one.
This is a welterweight wrestling showcase. Both of these men will be a part of welterweight wrestling on Sunday, May 7th. Here at Turnus Hall and live across the world on iPay-per-view via the Fight app, F-I-T-E. Download that app or visit fight.tv for more information. Gory and Sonny Vice will both compete to become the first welterweight champion in the history of United States Pro Wrestling, regardless of the outcome of this matchup. As Gory hits a swinging neckbreaker, this is, as Gory hits the cover here, count of two says the official, a semifinal round matchup for the Premier Championship Wrestling title. Here in Cleveland, Ohio. You can find more information at facebook.com/Premier Championship Wrestling or at PCW Cleveland on Twitter. And certainly the welterweight division is building very quickly, and you can check out welterweightwrestling.com, facebook.com/welterweight wrestling, or welterweightpw on Twitter for more information there. Welterweight Wrestling on Instagram, as well as Gory now zeroes in on the neck and throat of Gory with that chin lock. Sonny Vice came out in pain. He came out favoring that neck. Does he have what it takes here? We know he's got the heart. We know he's got the ability. But, oh man, does he have the pain threshold to survive the animalistic intentions of the New Age Plague and the most sadistic man in the welterweight division, Gory?
Well, that's what he's going to need. That it's not going to be a question of does he have it. He needs it. You need air. You need water to survive. You need a pain threshold going in against Gory, even if you're at 100%, which we obviously know that Sonny Vice is not. As we saw, I guess it would be a rake of the neck and chest area. But I had mentioned earlier, Gory is very, very sadistic. It's pain, it's punishment, it's how much can I inflict on my opponent, and that's what we've seen.
Oh, come on!
And there's proof positive, right? They're just biting the forehead of Sonny Vice.
Gory is bloodthirsty and sadistic. He gets pleasure through inflicting pain on all of his victims throughout professional wrestling, and Sonny Vice is in agony right now, not just from the earlier injury, but Gory has just been relentless in punishing Vice.
Well, it's like I said from the top, it puts Gory at an advantage, but an even bigger advantage because Sonny Vice can't move that neck, and everything for a professional wrestler involves that neck.
Oh. Leg drop caught Vice high, 2 count only there. Looks like Gory had landed with the top of Vice's head there. That's this extra injury on top of further injury. But, of course, I am Joe Dombrowski. You are Benjamin C. Steele, and we are happy to be calling this matchup and love the fact there's a spotlight for 185-pound athletes and under. It's welterweight wrestling, and Gory and Sonny Vice are two gentlemen who have been overlooked and passed over by a majority of this business, and I think we're only seeing a tip of the iceberg of what they're able to provide as Gory charges in, but Vice out of the way.
Well, if Gory has his way, there's going to be no Sonny.
Look at this! Spring up into the Hurricane Rana!
Well, the kid's showing something. That's what he's got to do.
High heel kick connects. And Gory now on the defensive. Sonny Vice measuring him. Oh, no. Oh, Vice lands throat first on that rope again. And Gory uses his body as a projectile. Gory is so adept at using his body as an offensive weapon. And he's so quick, he's so sudden, that it's almost impossible to prepare for.
And you'd have to think Sonny Vice, at this point, you got to wonder how much he has. And I know the heart and the determination, but he's got to, I don't want to say live to fight another day, but he's going in there a guy that will hurt him, that will not only knock him out of welterweight wrestling, but knock him out of wrestling completely. That's Gory's ultimate goal, is to leave a wake of bodies in his path.
Yeah, we talk about both these men competing for the welterweight championship May 7th, but let's be honest, they got to get to May 7th first, and that's not guaranteed, as Gory taps the leg and drops Vice with a DDT. It'll be great to have the franchise Shane Douglas on hand to present the welterweight championship to whomever that winner might be. Shane knows a little bit something about starting championship reigns and causing a little bit of a ruckus and a revolution. As Sonny Vice is just struggling to get to his feet, Gory is mocking and humiliating Sonny Vice. That's an open hand strike that Gory felt pretty proud of, but Sonny Vice just got woken up.
And that could be dangerous for Gory, turning his back. Oh, well, he sees him now.
Yeah, time for Sonny Vice to stand up like a man, and he comes back with a shot of his own. Second time now, Sonny Vice with a flurry of them. And look at Sonny Vice unload.
And Sonny Vice seems to have a second wind.
Do not underestimate this kid, and do not mistake his quiet demeanor for weakness. The Sonny Vice with a stinger splash. Monkey flip and Gory. Head over heels in the corner, lands on his head. Sonny Vice in the finals. Could have him, no. Sonny Vice has been in pursuit of a major singles title for his entire 2-3 year career now, and could it be the welterweight championship? Could it be here tonight with the PCW Premier Championship? Sonny Vice, a chance as Gory able to cut Vice off at the pass.
Give it to Sonny Vice. From the onset, we saw that it didn't look like it was going to be a long night of work for Gory.
Frog splash by Sonny Vice! Hook of the leg! Upset! No!
You just said the key word there, upset. I think we would both agree that with the status of Sonny Vice going into this, that it would be an absolute upset if he were to defeat Gory.
Without question. And Gory to the cradle. Gory cradles him. I noticed Sonny was stacked up right on his neck in that exchange. Imagine the pain that was running through Vice's body as he attempted to power out. Oh, God. And Gory dropped face first across Sonny's knee. And Sonny may be measuring for that Shining Wizard. Oh, he caught him!
Joe, this could be it. This could be the major upset.
Gory's unconscious! Sonny Vice! Oh, Gory to the rope just in time.
And that's all that saved him. I honestly think the only thing that saved him right there was being as close to the rope as he was. Smart positioning by Gory to know where he's at. You'd have to think if Sonny Vice pulled Gory out a little bit, would he have had to win at this point?
Vice elevating Gory. Oh no, Gory now on the back of Vice, just raking deep into the eyes, and now the Soul Eater! That submission hold, and Vice wastes no time tapping out. The damage to that neck was too much. Let him go!
Here is your winner as a result of the submission going on to the finals, Gory!
Well, Gory advances here in the PCW Premier Tournament, but May 7th, Gory could have a chance to become welterweight champion as well. Could you imagine Gory as a dual champion? Could you imagine Gory, that face, as the face of the welterweight division?
Well, I'll tell you, it's dangerous not only for all the welterweights, but everybody in PCW and everybody around the wrestling world to have that man.
Yeah. Before we get to May 7th, we got to get through tonight, and Gory's the only name guaranteed in the final round. And we will determine Gory's opponent to crown the first PCW Premier Champion in just a moment. As Palace and Kincaid go one-on-one.